Turning 55 in Singapore has always been a major milestone, but beyond the celebration, it's actually a landmark moment when your CPF account undergo a structural shift, unlocking your retirement account and giving you options on how to manage your hard-earned savings. However, the rules of the game have evolved. Following the structural changes introduced by the government, managing your CPF after 55 looks very different now. Number one is that the farewell to the special account. For a long time, a lot of Singaporeans engage in a practice playfully known as SA shielding, which is keeping money in a special account to earn a risk-free 4% annual interest rate while maintaining the flexibility to withdraw it whenever they wanted after the age of 55. But the policy now has since evolved to align interest rates with the actual liquidity of your funds. So the rule is, when you turn 55, your special account or SA is officially closed. But where does the money go? The funds from your SA are automatically moved into your newly created retirement account up to your cohort's full retirement sum or FRS. If you have money left over after meeting the FRS, that balance is transferred straight into your ordinary account. This is important because money in your OA earns a lower base interest rate of 2.5% per annum compared to the 4% your SA used to give you. On the bright side, the money moved to your OA is fully liquid, meaning you can withdraw it as cash at any time if you are over 55 and have met your retirement sum obligations. Now let's talk more about these retirement sums. So when your RA is created, you will hear a lot about three specific benchmarks. Think of these as levels in a retirement game, each unlocking a different tier of monthly payouts via CPF Life, which is the National Lifelong Annuity Scheme, when you reach the eligible payout, which is currently 65. For context, if you turn 55 in 2026, here are the numbers that you need to know. For the basic retirement sum or BRS, this is set at $110,200 and this is the baseline. You can opt for this tier if you own a property in Singapore with a lease that lasts until you turn 95, allowing you to pledge your property to make up the rest of your retirement asset requirement. And then there's also FRS or full retirement sum. This is exactly double the BRS. If you don't have a property or prefer not to pledge it, this is the amount CPF automatically tries to fill using your SA and OA balances. And then there's also Enhanced Retirement Sum or ERS. To give seniors the option to secure a more comfortable lifestyle, the government raised the ERS cap to 4 times the BRS, which is up from 3 times in previous years. And then another thing we need to talk about is about the senior contribution rates. The updates aren't just about account closures. The government is also progressively raising CPF contribution rates for older workers to help senior Singaporeans build up their nest eggs. If you plan to stay in the workforce after 55, you and your employer will contribute slightly more to your CPF. So the key change is the total contribution rates for workers aged above 55 to 60 stand at 34% of monthly wages, and for those above 60 to 65, the rate is 25%. And then the upcoming 2027 boost is actually interesting. To further strengthen retirement adequacy, these rates will increase again on the 1st of January 2027. The rate for the 55 to 60 age group will bump up to 35.5%, which is an incremental of 1.5%, while for the 60 to 65 age group will rise to 26% or plus 1% versus before. Both employers and employees share these minor adjustments. So where does the new money go? Every cent of these senior rate increases goes directly into your retirement account or RA to help you hit your FRS faster. If your RA is already maxed out at the FRS, the excess flows right into your OA. So the question now is, what can you do with your excess OA? If your SA closed and shifted a lump sum of money into your OA earning 2.5%, you might be wondering how to optimize those funds. You generally have 4 distinct choices depending on your personal needs. The first option would be to max out your RA to the ERS limit. If you don't need the immediate cash and want to guarantee a higher monthly paycheck when you stop working, you can manually transfer your OA funds into your RA until you hit the enhanced retirement sum, and these moves will put your money back into the 4% interest bracket, compounding your returns safely. Option number 2 would be to keep it for housing liabilities. So if you are still servicing an HDB or private property loan using your CPF, leaving the money in your OA is perfectly fine. It acts as a liquid buffer to ensure your monthly mortgage payments are covered even if your employment status changes. The third option would be to explore the CPF investment scheme. If you're comfortable with market investment, which means there's a risk that you lose money, you can invest your OA funds via the CPF ISOA into low-cost unit trusts, Singapore government securities, or statutory board bonds to chase yields higher than 2.5%. Or option number 4 would be to treat it as high-yield ATM. Because the excess OA funds are fully withdrawable after the age of 55, provided your FRS framework is satisfied, you can leave it just right there. A guaranteed capital protected 2.5% interest rate with instant withdrawal capability is actually highly competitive compared to the standard bank savings account. Now, you might be wondering, is there any valid CPF hacks that is still possible to do? Actually, yes. In my next video, I'm going to discuss 5 CPF hacks that you can consider to do. If you're interested about this, check out my other video, exclusive for members only. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. To support my work, you can give a one-time tip by pressing the thanks button, pick the amount that you want, and click buy and send. Or you can also press the join button for exclusive contents and monthly membership. Your support means a lot to keep us independent. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.